Hello everyone, my name is Katsuhito Inoue. This Pechakucha presentation is for PIDP 3240 Assignment number 5. I will talk about seafood, which is any form of sea life regarded as food by humans. First of all, fish. They are aquatic vertebrate, lives in the water. Most of them live in the sea and ocean. There are two types of fish. One is round fish. They swim vertically, have eyes on both sides of their body. We get two fillets like salmon, cod, snapper, and tuna. Another type is a flatfish. They swim horizontal position, have a compressed body and asymmetrical. With both eyes on top part of their body, we can get four fillet like halibut, sole, and flounder. Some are called fluke. Next category of seafood is mollusks. Around 85,000 extinct species are recognized. They don't have internal skeleton, and most of them have a hard shell. There are three types of mollusks: univalves, bivalves, and cephalopod. Univalves are simply single-shelled, also known as gastropod. Typically has a foot and a head, lives inside the shell, and they can extend or retract outside or inside the shell. Examples are snail, abalone, and conch. Bivalves consist of two shells, usually has no head, just a body, that reside in between two shells. Some use byssus to hold on to the rocks, some burrows into the sand. Example bivalves are oyster, mussel, clams, and third type of molluscus is cephalopod. It means head and foot in Latin. Many cephalopods can change color to camouflage. Octopus have largest brain of any invertebrate. All types of molluscus can be consumed raw or cooked. Octopus, squid, cuttlefish are among them. Most crustaceans are free-living aquatic animals belong to the arthropod taxon, like lobster, prawns, shrimp, crab, and barnacles. They are invertebrate with a segmented body protected by hard shell. In freshwater, shrimp, crayfish, and crabs are among the crustaceans. Crayfish, some called crawfish, are well known in the French and Cajun cuisine. Boiled in a flavored liquid, make it into the bisque, a great way to enjoy their flavor. From the ocean, lobster are many people's favorite for its delicacy. Until 19th century, lobster was considered a poverty food and served in the prison. BC Dungeness crab, spot prawns are well known in the Asian countries. Now I'd like to talk about how to choose your seafood at the store. There are several ways to tell the freshness of the seafood in front of your eyes. These techniques require experiences and doesn't apply to the frozen food. First, take a look at the eyes of fish. They should be clear and slightly bulging. While dull and sunken eyes doesn't mean fish past the prime. It also won't be as fresh as possible. Gill. It can reveal a lot about the freshness of the fish. Make sure they are bright red and moist, rather than brown or faded. Check any milky liquid around them. If you notice any slime, move on. Fins should not be broken or dried. You should be able to detect if scales are intact by looking. Run your finger along them. They should stay in a place and firmly attached like armor. If scale slides off, you're looking at old fish. When you look at the fish, skin should have metallic shine. Any discolored or dull spot indicate that fish has probably seen better days. When you place down the body, it should bounce back quickly. Milky colored liquid on the fish means beginning to rot. When you are going to purchase shellfish, they should be kept in a running water tank in a store. If shells are open, make sure there is a movement. Otherwise, should be closed and odorless. Consume in 24 hours and never overcook. Fresh seafood are among the most perishable food we eat. Keep the seafood on ice even in the refrigerator, just like you see them in a store. Ice should be under fish, not on top. If there's water from the melted ice, discard. Water will rot fish faster. Any live shellfish should be stored in a refrigerator in a colander with a bowl underneath, with a damp cloth on top. Not in the water or not in a tight container. They perish from the lack of oxygen and start on smell. Now you can go to the seafood store and purchase freshest item and bring them home. Remember purchasing techniques to determine if they are fresh. If you don't use right away, store them properly in the refrigerator. Use them within 2 days. Have you seen Oceanwide symbol? This global organization aims to tackle overfishing, climate change, pollution, and urban development to ensure that ocean life be abundant and for generations to come. This symbol on the seafood you purchase, you chose the best for the health of our ocean.